everybody, it's Paige and happy 2023. This is the first official video that I am filming in the year 2023, and I wanted to start off by saying I got a Stanley Cup. I'm obsessed with it. I got it from Target. It's a pearly pink color and it's my new favorite thing. I officially converted from Hydro Flask to Stanley Cup and I have no regrets. My skin is not looking great, but we're just gonna look past that and put some makeup on. I have some new products that I cannot wait to try out. If you guys enjoy today's video, I would really appreciate it if you guys gave it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. It helps me out so much when you guys like and comment on my videos. And let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to prime my skin with the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. I love this stuff. It's very hydrating. It smells incredible, and I think it's a fantastic just general base for my makeup. It literally smells like oranges. It is so delicious. I was gonna go in with this Milani 4-in-1 Perfector, which I just repurchased in an Ulta haul, but I think I'm gonna try out my new foundation just like as is. We'll see how it goes. I love this stuff. It's not necessarily a new product to me because I've used one up completely, but this is a brand new one that I just bought. So I think we're gonna pass on that today, but we have a new foundation, and this is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Foundation. I cannot wait to try this. I swatched it in a store at Sephora when I was in Charleston, and it looked incredible. I struggled with the shade. I ended up with 3W. We'll see how this works. I will say I am at my palest right now, and I feel as though this foundation, if it doesn't match me, it's gonna be a little dark, but we'll see. So here's what the bottle looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to try this. I hope it works. I really hope it works. So this is supposed to have a natural finish, medium coverage, and also be a hydrating formula. I will have all the products that I'm using today linked down below in the description box in case you guys are interested in checking them out. It's supposed to be a long wearing foundation formula, so we'll see how this goes. Already, I feel like it has pretty good coverage. My skin is looking very pink for some reason. I think maybe because I just applied my primer, but honestly, I don't think this shade is a bad match. I totally forgot that I had a new sponge to use today, but that's okay. We'll use it for concealer. But here's what my foundation is looking like. I would definitely say this is a medium coverage foundation. Right now, I would tend to lean towards a more full coverage foundation just because my skin is very aggravated at the moment. So we will touch up with concealer in a minute, but honestly the shade looks really good. I'm so happy I didn't go with the lighter shade. I think it would have been too light, and I'm excited to see how this wears throughout the day. It's very luminous. You can see how glowy this sheen is, so we'll definitely kind of have to update, but so far I'm loving this. Next, I'm going in with the brand new Ofra Perfect Cover Concealer. This is actually launching today. I will have it linked down below, and I wanted to say a huge thank you to Ofra for sponsoring this next portion of today's video. I have been playing around with this concealer for the last couple weeks actually, and I am obsessed with it. So like I said, I have been using this concealer for the last couple weeks. It is such a blendable formula, very full coverage and hydrating at the same time. For the center of my face, I'm going in with the shade Light Sand as well as my under eye area, but I am going to spot conceal with another shade here in a second. As you can see, it blends out so easily, and it has like a smoothing effect to your skin, which I love. This is also something that you don't have to set with setting powder if you don't want to. I am extremely oily, so I set my entire face with powder, but if you're not a powder fan, definitely check out this concealer. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Natural and just do a little bit of spot concealing around where I am breaking out a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. So it actually works out that the foundation that I'm using today isn't super full coverage, so you can see the coverage that this concealer offers. I used the Ofra Perfecting Puff to blend out my concealer, and they're actually having a special where if you make a purchase of $35 or more, you get a free perfecting puff. So definitely check out Ofra Cosmetics. I will have the concealer linked down below. It comes in so many different shades, and of course, you guys can use code PAIGE for 20% off. Thank you again so much to Ofra Cosmetics for working with me on this portion of today's video. It is always a pleasure. I'm actually also going to to use this concealer as my eyeshadow primer today. So I'm just gonna blend this out on my eyelid just to kind of even things out and cancel out all of my redness. For powder, I'm going in with my trusty Hard Candy Chilling Wonder powder. I love this stuff so much, and I am going to be applying it with my F52 from the Bling Brushes Ice Queen collection. You guys can use code Paige for 10% off. For brows, I'm using my Kaja Brow Duo. I have the brow pencil as well as the clear brow gel. I love these products. I've loved them for a very long time, and they were in my everyday makeup drawer, which is why they're in this video. I am bronzing things up with the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dulce. This is another product that I've loved for a very long time. Now, the reason that I chose this is because I have a new blush from Milani that I cannot wait to use. This is in the shade Berry Amore, and this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful color, so I'm gonna grab my blush brush and we are going to try this blush out. Now, I love the Milani Baked Blush formula. Oh my gosh, that color is so pretty. But I've never used this shade. I actually used to have a lot of Milani blushes. Right now, I only have Luminoso, which is like a classic. So this one is brand new to me. This is my first time using it. It's very pigmented, as you can see. I'm gonna have to try to blend that out a little bit, but it is so stunning. I love the color. For eyes, I have a few different things that I want to try. I have these liquid eyeshadows from NYX. I have this potted eyeshadow from e.l.f. and then I also have this Buxom Hot Toddy palette. So I think we're gonna maybe use a combination of all three. I'm gonna start with this first. I think I'm going to take this shade right here and blend it into my crease. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can see my eyes a bit better. So taking that shade, I'm going to lightly put this in my crease. I say lightly, and then look at how pigmented that is. That is insane. This is blending out so smoothly. I gotta say, I couldn't tell you the last time I used a Buxom eyeshadow, so I'm not super familiar with the formula, but I am very impressed. I'm also tapping that in my outer corner as well. Then I'm gonna take the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. I think this is new because I've never heard of it. This is in the shade, oh, I forget. This is only good for 3 months. Oh my gosh, maybe that's why they dry out so fast. It's in the shade Canyon, and it is such a pretty color. So I'm gonna take this and put it on my eyelid. This is a cream that definitely dries down matte, so keep that in mind. I actually decided to blend that out with a brush because my nails are really long and I figured I had a limited blending time, which you definitely do. So keep that in mind. But I think I blended out really well even with a brush. Again, I love the color. Now we're gonna put one of these NYX liquid shadow toppers on top. I don't know what shade I want to use yet, but I think it's gonna be so beautiful. I am back with fresh camera battery. Now for the liquid eyeshadows. So these are the Ultimate Glow Shots Brightening Liquid Eyeshadows. So I have the shade Grapefruit Glow, which is this really pretty pink color, which I absolutely love. It's right here. Also, this e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow is literally no budge. I tried to wash it off of my finger with soap and water, and it was very difficult. So I feel like I'm gonna need some makeup oil, or like, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be hard to get off my eyes. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also have this gorgeous champagne shade, which I think is what I'm gonna use. This is High Key Lychee. Frick, I forgot how, I don't know how you say it. Lychee is how I would say it. So I think I'm gonna go in with this shade. So I'm just gonna put this on my eyelid directly on top of the e.l.f. shadow. And I'm gonna use the little doe foot. And we'll see how this goes. I've never used this before. It definitely gave me kind of like Glossier vibes with how like natural they looked. But I feel like layered on top of a cream shadow like I'm doing right now, it will definitely intensify it. So right now they're definitely not very sparkly. I will say it is metallic, which you guys can see the reflection. It's really pretty, but I'm thinking I'm thinking this is gonna be better for like a simple no makeup look as opposed to, you know how we would use those Stila liquid shadows? That's kind of what I was hoping it would be, but I think it's more natural than that. So I don't think that this was the right way to use this. I think I'm gonna like it better just like on its own, like a simple no makeup look day, which I think is what I will try next. I'm actually gonna try the other shade on my other eye because why not? Now I'm gonna go in with the grapefruit shade on this side. We'll see if we can even tell a difference. I feel like it looks pretty similar on my eye. Same story here. This is definitely not what I was hoping it would be. I feel like this one is a little bit more metallic, but maybe that's just because it's still wet. But as of right now, this looks a lot shinier than this side, but I feel like this side really dried down. So we'll see how this goes, but like right now, I think I like the pink one better. But again, we'll let this dry and then we will compare. I'm gonna put a little bit of that same Buxom shade on my lower lash line just to even my eyes out a little bit, balance them this way. I love this formula. I can't wait to do like a whole eye look with this palette. It's in my everyday makeup drawer right now and I definitely need to get some use out of it. So you will probably see me wearing this palette again very soon. I think this might be a blush, but I feel like you could also use it on your eyes. I don't know. It looks really, really pretty though. For lips, I'm doing an interesting combo. I'm going in with the Sephora Collection lipstick in the shade Brunch Date, which is very, I would say, terracotta vibes. I feel like this looks really good with Canyon, the e.l.f. eyeshadow, but it's a little bit much for me like this, so I'm gonna put some gloss on top. I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place gloss in the shade Barely There, which has a little bit more of a pinkiness to it, so hopefully this will tone down the terracotta vibes. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the best highlighter in the world right now, which is this Rare Beauty highlighter that I am so freaking obsessed with. This is in the shade Exhilarate. It's their soft touch something highlighter, their new one. I can't get enough of this. I literally wear it every single day. I am obsessed with it and I can't recommend it enough. This is the second darkest shade, or the second lightest. There's a lighter shade than this that I really want to get. I also want to get the pink toned one. It comes in 4 shades, but seriously, this highlighter is the best. I get so many compliments when I wear it and I can't get enough. You can kind of wear it a little bit more natural or you can really intensify it. This is amazing and you need it. This has made me a Rare Beauty lover. The last thing I'm going to do is put on some mascara. This one is from Thrive. This is the first product that I've ever tried from Thrive. This is the Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. So I'm going to go put this on and then we will be back for final thoughts. Alright guys, so let's go over all the new products that I tried today and my thoughts. First of all, here is how the makeup turned out. I think it looks alright. I like certain parts more than others. My eyes are a little bit, they didn't turn out as good as I hoped they would, but my complexion, I'm loving the base. So starting off with the foundation, the Makeup by Mario foundation, I love this. Based on my first impression, I think it's fantastic. I'm definitely gonna have to keep trying this out. I feel like my skin looks great. I love that it's more medium coverage. It is a natural finish and it's really hydrating, but not in an oily way. I have very oily skin, like I mentioned earlier, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna love this throughout the day. I will have to update you guys on how well it lasts, how long it lasts, things like that. I'll try it with different products, but so far, I'm loving the Makeup by Mario foundation. The concealer from Ofra that I've been using for the last few weeks, I absolutely love this. It was honestly, the first time I used it, I knew that this was gonna be a good concealer. Very high coverage. I feel like this paired with the foundation is perfect because if you break out like me, this is great to just do a little spot concealing while still having a more natural overall finish to your skin. It also works great on the under eye area and really brightens if you have a lighter shade, and I'm a fan. So Complexion wise, I'm loving this makeup. I also am really enjoying the blush from Milani. I knew that I loved this formula, but I actually really love this color. I wasn't too sure. I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit darker than my typical go-to blush shades, but I think it looks really, really pretty, and I love it with the tones that I have on my eyes and lips as well. I think this is a fantastic product, and I would absolutely recommend it. Highlighter, you guys know how much I love this. I am obsessed with it. It's so freaking good, and like I said, I want to buy every single shade because I just love the formula that much. And every time someone comments on my videos the last like couple weeks since I got this, so many people asking what my highlighter is. Every single time it's this. So definitely check out the Rare Beauty Positive Light Soft Touch Highlighter, something along those lines. The name isn't on the packaging, and it's a really long name, so that's why I keep forgetting. And then for my eyes, I really loved this palette, and I can't wait to use this again. This was sent to me in PR, but I actually saw it in a few YouTube videos before I received it, and I was like really considering purchasing it just because I loved the colors. And based on this one shade alone, I feel like I'm gonna love this formula. So I am definitely a fan of that so far. Then we get into the iffy parts. So the e.l.f. cream eyeshadow, it's definitely no budge. You have to work very quickly in order for this to blend out properly. So I definitely need to kind of try to use this again. They have a lot of different shades. I feel like they have like 6 to 8 shades, and they were all really pretty colors. So this I'm gonna have to do some further testing before I give my opinion, but I will say it's very creamy, very pigmented, and definitely no budge once it dries down. The NYX Liquid Shadows, I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping for a Stila Magnificent Metals moment, but that's not what we got. This is definitely a very natural type thing. I ended up putting the grapefruit glow all over both eyes because this one is definitely more reflective, more metallic, looks prettier on the eyes. This one was just a little bit more sheer. So I'll have to try them just like straight on my eyelids for like a natural makeup day. But for what I wanted to use them for, I would give them a thumbs down. They look all right, as you can see, but it just looks a little bit messy and not what I was looking for. So these are definitely not a bad product. I was trying to use them in a way that I don't think they were intended to be used. So this will have further testing as well. And I think that's pretty much it for trying new things. The mascara, I think I might have used this once before, but this was my second time using it, and I really like it. It's very lengthening. I would say it's not quite as volumizing as I would like prefer, but it is very lengthening. It's not clumpy, and I really like it on my lower lash line as well. So this is something that I would definitely recommend trying out. I will continue to try this out and let you guys know my thoughts. This is also currently in my everyday makeup drawer. I kind of did a combo of everyday makeup drawer and then new stuff that I have been excited to try / recently tried. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I will have everything linked down below for you guys, and that's gonna be it. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.